Priorities only work. I'll let the extracurriculars go to you guys. Not me. Clock in.
Why you feel so
This is a real United Airlines customer.
After almost 4 years of treatment, I was finally cancer-free. My mom was like, where do you want to go to
To try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio, quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beep when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime, no experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Traffic is backed up on the lower deck of I-35 southbound due to a stalled vehicle in the right lane at 32nd Street. A major accident closes down all lanes on 183 northbound at Laws Road, but some good news on Mopac northbound. The earlier accident at 2222 has been taken care of. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance says if you're a renter, make sure you're protected. Renter's insurance includes options that cover stolen property, personal injury, and living expenses if your place is damaged. Get a quote for renter's insurance at progressive.com.
Hardball Hardge here. Football is back for both the college and the pros, and you can catch it all at your nearest Twin Peaks. Take your tailgate to Twin Peaks and start the season off with scenic views of all the hottest games from around the country. Match up your favorite teams with your favorite food and drinks. Get 29-degree draft beers and something special from the Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen. Watch for bourbons and brews on Fridays and football and fireball all month. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback, I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale, now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months, and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. It's the Morning Kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
On third down, shotgun snap, Manning, a pump, looks, going deep up the left boundary. He's got Livingston open with a catch at the 40, to midfield, down the sidelines for 40. Touchdown.
Now there's a way to get jump started there, a little pump and go, and Parker Livingston. Jalen Appellate Williams slipped on the play. Now, Livingston was going to make the play, but when he slipped, that was it. Lights out. Livingston's going to the house.
They stay. Walker, he get the quarterback in the shotgun off the right hash, and on 1st and 10 for the 25, he's being chased. Hit as he throws. Ball's tipped. Picked up by Jalen Gilbo. Gilbo on the tip drill comes down with it at the San Jose State 34-yard line. Marwan Watson and Lance Jackson really brought the pressure, and then Gilbo, Johnny on the spot as he pulls down the tip drill pick. And it's a handoff. No, it's Manning pulling it back in. Across the middle, caught. Touchdown, Parker Livingston again. Parker Livingston has scored every Texas touchdown this season. Shotgun snap. Manning with some time. Looking. Still looking. Scrambles left, and Arch is going to run. To the 15, Arch to the 10, Arch to the 5, Arch to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. Arch Manning just continued to dodge his way past tacklers and takes it home for 6. And that's going to be it. San Jose State will let the clock run out. This ball game's over. Longhorns get their first win of 2025. They're 1-1. Game 1 of the 3-game homestand goes the way of the Burn Orange. Final score this afternoon from Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium here in Austin. Texas Longhorns 38, the San Jose State Spartans 7.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on AM 1300. The Zone, the number 7 Texas Longhorns got busy, as you heard in that opening monologue. Right there, 38-7 over San Jose State. Is Arch hurt? That's the question that's being asked by a lot of folks, and we will break that down. Texas volleyball brought the boom to Stanford, 3 matches to 2. That's what they do at home at the Moody in front of a sell-out crowd. The NFL produces some instant classics, and the NCAA had more upsets. And what grades did we give the Horns? I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we've got Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion and get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Lainey Wilson, that's right, she's getting ready to perform at the Moody Center, and we're going to give you an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to go see her. But all you got to do is use that new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. Tap that microphone, leave us a voicemail with the keyword of the day, and I'll be giving that out a little bit later. Well, you heard the montage by my man Marcus. Great job talking about the Texas Longhorns and the victory that they've had. And Mark, we'll get into our thoughts about it, but let's hear from Coach Sark on what he thought about the performance after that game?
Okay, first of all, well, that's loud. Thanking our fans. I mean, this is, the 11 a.m. kicks I know are not always their favorite, but for them to show up today the way that they did, for our student section to stay until the end to sing the eyes with us, I thought was really, really cool. So that was a great part of the game. I'll start with the good. We talked all week. You guys have heard me talking all week about our ability to generate turnovers on defense, that it wasn't just about stopping people, but that we needed to attack the football more. And clearly we did that in the first half, getting the 4 turnovers in a variety of ways, and a bunch of different people creating those turnovers with Jelani with the tip, the interception, the forced fumble, Anthony Hill, 2 forced fumbles, Anthony Smith, forced fumble and a recovery, Trey Moore, fumble recovery, Jalen Gilbo. So a lot of different people, but a lot of similar people I talked about who could generate those turnovers during the week. And so the idea that our guys were able to, or that we were able to get what we emphasized, I thought was a huge component of that. I thought offensively, Hardge played a really good game, that we were able to create explosive pass plays, and we're at our best as an offensive football team when we can run it and create those explosive pass plays. Parker Livingstone had a nice game. Jack Endries had a nice game. A lot of different people played. And so there was a lot of positives there that we were able to play complementary football, which a week ago, I didn't think we did a great job of that. When we had opportunities to play as complementary as a team, we didn't. Today we did. We got turnovers. We turned them into points. So that was a real positive there. The game definitely got sloppy, and there's a ton of things that we need to improve upon as a team. 12 penalties, 115 yards, came a variety of ways. 2 turnovers. I think the one from Arch, lesson learned. Sometimes it's okay to say, wave the white flag, take the sack, or throw it away, and you kick a field goal, and he forced it there. I think he'll learn and grow from that. That's something that he's shown us to be able to do, is learn from mistakes as we go. But just you start playing a lot of young players, which we were playing a lot of young guys today. Some young player mistakes reared their ugly heads. And then we had a couple of veteran players make some mistakes today too. So we got to clean some things up, I think, in all 3 phases. But all in all, it's good to get a win. It's good to be back home, knowing we got the next couple here. The goal for us is to improve. We got to get better. And so, we're going to celebrate this thing for 24 hours on Monday. I'm going to come in here and have a good, bad, and ugly. And I'm going to have a real bullet-pointed list of things that we need to improve upon. And that's what we'll do going over the next week.
Mark?
Hey, I think that he said everything that needed to be said. Like, he didn't crown them. They did a good job, but they had some things that they need to clean up on. We sat there and did the hype train, and I really expected even more of a push from Colin Simmons. He did a better than average job. We're going to do our grades about the different things here in a second. So, I'm going to save my major takes for that.
Well, I still believe that Texas, they got some things done that they needed to get done. And one of those was, after a slow start, Arch Manning started rolling a little bit. And I still believe there's some things that he needs to clean up and work out. But, Coach Sark was asked about Arch's performance and where he is right now.
Yeah, I think with Arch, I think the competitor in him is like, man, he wishes he could have that one back from a week ago, because there's probably some plays in there that he's like, man, I wish I would have cut that loose and done that a little bit differently. But I thought today was a byproduct of the week of work. He played aggressive throughout the week. He studied the game plan. He knew exactly what we were trying to do. And I thought today he played more of his style. There's some plays here and there that we're going to look at and maybe can do that or do this, but that's natural. But I thought he played aggressively. I thought, we didn't catch the ball great for him today. And even with that, I think he's about, 19 to 30 or something like that. He threw the ball down the field. He took his shots. And I think that's important for receivers to know that, hey, when I run these routes, you never know that ball's coming to you. I thought he did a great job extending plays and he extended plays and used his arm to create explosive plays. He extended plays, used his legs, scrambles for a touchdown. That's the style of player that he is, and he's very gifted because he can make all the throws from the pocket. He can make throws out of the pocket, but yet he's big and physical enough that he can hurt you with his legs. And so him playing his game and not trying to play it somebody else's style of game, I think is important for him, but it's also important for the guys around him to know how their quarterback's going to play. And, we got a holding penalty on a scramble. That was another scramble, big conversion down to Parker down there inside the 5. We get a holding on that I think it was on DJ, that DJ learned from that rep, doesn't hold the guy on the next one that he scrambles for the touchdown on. He blocked the guy differently because he now has a mobile quarterback that's not just going to stand in one spot. So there's things that we're learning as we go as a team, but those are some of the growing pains that we have to work through.
But of course, you're going to have to work through it because of the fact that Quinn didn't run. Arch will.
Right.
He'll move out of the pocket. He'll do some things.
You can't grab. You got to punch.
You got to make sure that you keep people at bay and see what happens. But, of course, Parker Livingstone was the guy that everybody was talking about after the game, and Coach tried to tell us all summer long.
I've been saying it all along. I just don't know if you guys believe me. I've been saying it since spring ball. Parker Livingstone's a really good player. He played good all spring. He played good all training camp. He's played good for 2 weeks. Like, the guy is a good football player. He's obviously got good rapport and good trust from Arch, and he makes plays. When the ball comes his way, he makes his plays. And so, that's a valuable asset to have when you're trustworthy, and he's definitely a trustworthy guy.
Man, it's good to have somebody you trust, but the two best things is Coach Sark let him play the whole game. That was number one. That's number one in my book of all the things that Texas could have done right, and they accomplished that. And I'm good with everything else.
Yep. Texas wins 38-7. We'll continue the conversations coming up. Anthony Hill playing some outstanding football, but there are some things that this team needs to clean up ASAP, and Coach Sark lets us know about that as well, and so much more on a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Do you ever feel like when you're talking, nobody is listening? Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone will listen to you. What is on your mind? Go! All you have to do is use the iHeartRadio app talkback feature when listening to AM 1300 The Zone.
Yo, hello, it's me. Enjoy the show.
We will get your message instantly, and we promise to listen to it.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
September 19th and 20th at T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Limited tickets still available at AXS.com.
Get yours while you still can.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
All lanes are closed down due to a crash on 183 northbound at Laws Road. You're slow on the lower deck of I-35 going southbound at 32nd Street because of a stalled vehicle blocking off the right lane. There's also reports of a crash on the service road of I-35 going southbound at Runberg Lane. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. With Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes, you can fill up on faves for $5, indulge even more for $7, or try something totally new for $9. Get yours at participating stores. Price and participation may vary. Limited time. Drinks exclude freezes. Tax extra.
Football is back, so is your shot to win big. That's right. With DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL, your game day instincts, you can really score real money real fast. Here's how you play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats, from a breakout rookie to an elite quarterback, and unlock the upside of every snap that it brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. And here's the kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app Use the promo code SPOTLIGHT, that's SPOTLIGHT, and play just $5 to get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded in non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
iHeart presents Ice Cube Truth to Power Tour, taking the stage at Moody Center October 16th.
Straight out of Compton, it's a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. Live in Austin. Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. With special guest, Foxing, live at Moody Amphitheater at Waterloo Park, September 9th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
iHeartRadio Did You Know? Presented by iHeartRadio. You know, what you're listening to right now. Did you know that iHeartRadio not only lets you listen to all your favorite AM/FM stations locally and nationwide for free, but iHeartRadio lets you build your very own radio station that plays nothing but the music you love. It's called Favorites Radio, and it's a collection of every song you've ever thumbed up. Hear a song you love on live radio, thumb it up, and it's added to your favorites radio station. Hear a song while listening to artist radio or a playlist, thumb it up, and we add it into your favorites radio station too. That's all you have to do to create your very own personalized station. It's easy, and the best part, Favorites Radio is free. Create your own private station or share it with friends to show off your great music taste. It's entirely up to you. All you do is thumb up the music you like, and we'll do the rest. Look for your own favorites radio station featured in your library in the free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio, #1 for music, radio, and podcasting, all in one app.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to a Longhorns Monday edition of the morning Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone. In the next segment of the Hardge Live, we'll be talking a little bit. I'll get my thoughts on the game and some of those standout performances. We'll also close out the hour of giving out our grades on the offense, defense, and special teams. There was some special teams that we will be talking about. In hour number 2, we will talk a lot of the NFL because there were some great games to open up the season, including that instant classic between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. We still have Monday Night Football tonight. We got so much going on. I'll make sure to close us out with that. But right now, I want to continue with the Texas post game. And Texas went out and did some things that were pretty explosive. If you start to look at what Parker Livingstone did and the conversation that Coach Sark just gave us, Jack Andrews being able to establish himself, but there were still some things that were rearing its ugly head. And a lot of that had to do with penalties, but we'll talk a little bit about that too. But right now I want Coach Sark to give you an update because there were some guys that got dinged up. Michael Taft got dinged up. DeAndre Moore got dinged up. And so he was asked after the game if everybody's okay. And Trey Wisner did not play. Alex January did not play. So there was a lot that was going on during this ball game.
Yeah, he got dinged. I couldn't see it from where it occurred, but he definitely got dinged, and we held him after that.
And that's interesting how short into the wreck that was. But he really needed to in those particular moments. So we'll see what ends up happening. Also, wanted to get into the fact that Anthony Hill is a monster on the football field. All week long, Coach Sark was talking about his playmakers making plays on the defensive side of the ball. They were able to force 4 turnovers, something that they did not do last week. And Sark was really fired up about that. And Anthony Hill is one of those reasons, because all he and Ty Anthony Smith were making play after play.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Ant is, I think Anthony, Leonga, Ty Anthony, those guys all have a knack for attacking the ball, whether it's what we call a peanut punch or strip attempts. I mean, that is like innate in their style. Now, sometimes that can get lost in it, and so you have to refocus and recalibrate on what you're practicing in the week to remind them how good they are at stuff like that. But that's Anthony Hill. That's why he's been the player he's been for 2 years. He creates these explosive plays on defense, whether it's the sack fumbles, the punch outs, the interceptions, all the things that he does, and that generates the momentum in a game. But to your point, turnovers are great only if you do something with them when you get them. And I thought right away, the first 3 turnovers we get, those turn right into 21 points, and that's the momentum in the game. Now the crowd's involved. They're having fun. Like, it's all part of the cycle of what creates a home field advantage. And I thought that all showed itself there early in the ball game.
And, I sit here and I think about this all the time. And whenever you talk about turnovers, and Coach Sark touched on it right there, you have to be able to do something. You got to transfer those into some form or fashion of points. And that's exactly what they were able to do. They were able to create the turnovers, turn it into points, and then create that separation. Now, a lot of people thought that it should have been a lot more. True. There were opportunities for Texas to really, really hammer this game away. There were some shortcomings, and I'll talk about that in the Hard Knocks Life. But there are some things that this team has shown to bring some light to the team. But one of their big-time players, and it was one of Mark's biggest hype train conversation, was about Colin Simmons. Colin Simmons hasn't really been able to exude himself as of yet as the menacing player. And your mindset goes to a different place because you're trying to do so much. And as an athlete, you want to be great at everything that you do. But there are some things that you just kind of need to slow down on, and Coach Sark touched on that as well.
Yeah, Trey, he's got a leg injury that, again, we held him today, and we just didn't think it was the right thing to do to kind of force the issue with him. I wanted Christian to play more. I wanted Jarek to get opportunities, and so it worked out for us that way. Colin, good players have, it's like anything. You go into a season, you have high expectations of being the player that you want to become. And when things don't start going your way, you can press. And I feel like he's pressed a little bit at times. And we just need him to settle down and play and play within his ability, play within the structure of the defense, and the plays are going to come for him. He's a very talented player. He's got a high football IQ, plays hard. But I know this sounds like a weird thing to say, but sometimes you can try too hard and you jump off sides, you hit the quarterback late because you're just wanting to get there so bad. So it's not about the want to, it's not about the effort. It's none of those things. It's just settling down and playing his game. And so, again, I think as our team in general goes, this is not the best version of Texas football this season that we're going to see. And then I think you can point to individual players. This isn't the best version of Colin Simmons that we're getting yet either. And so that part is encouraging to me, knowing that we're going to get a better version of him. I think we're going to get a better version of a Ryan Wingo, so on and so forth, of guys that are going to continue to get better as the season goes, and then we'll get better as a team.
I agree with Coach Sark 1,000%. And I've said that over and over again. I said it last week when we talked about Arch. We're going to see Arch get better every single week. There's going to be different opportunities for Arch in particular moments where he's going to get a chance to shine the entire time. But just like that, Colin Simmons needs to be that guy as well. As Colin Simmons understands that his talent exudes confidence, and his confidence exudes the talent that he has. But when he slows everything down and just goes and plays the way that he was, those are the things that I continue to believe in and continue to want to understand about his efforts, his mental aspect of it. I wear number 1 because I'm the one. That's a reason why that. You got to have that swag as a defensive-minded player. You got to be that confident when you're going up against guys on the edges that are their key players. But you also have to understand, I can't keep jumping offside. I can't keep committing penalties that are hurting my team on these drives. So I appreciate the fact that Coach Sark understands what he has in him and how he's going to work with him. But he also has some guys in the back end that have done some different things. Jelani McDonald got his first career interception on the 40 acres. But that Ty Anthony Smith, who we've been hearing about all camp, just like Parker Livingstone, they keep making plays, and they keep making highlight type of plays.
Young guy, he can play. What's he like, behind the scenes? Like, what do fans not know about Ty?
Very energetic. He might seem to look quiet, but he's very energetic, especially when others are down. Like, he's someone I know that I can lean on if I, get a little tired or something. I know he's going to keep me motivated to keep going because he got so much love for the game, and he's just getting better day by day.
Oh, wow. Well, I thought there was a little bit more. My bad, folks. But as you look at what's going on with this defense, you start to understand that, yes, there's going to be some bumps in the roads. There's going to be some changes that is going to have to happen. But for the most part, this team has played at a very high level defensively. Coach Sark played a lot of guys. He said he wanted to play a lot of guys in these upcoming weeks. So Texas has to continue to handle their responsibility when you start to look at this team and the expectations as we go. For everybody that keeps saying we're not going to learn a lot about this team, we definitely are going to learn a lot about it each game. Challenge-wise, maybe not be at that level, but fundamental-wise, cleaning up those penalties, we'll talk about that in the next segment, and the things that need to happen to be successful as a top-ranked football team. Texas didn't move in the rankings. They remained at number 7. They didn't go up. They didn't go down. And these people are looking at Texas and saying, all right, all eyes are on you. But right now, all eyes are on this Texas football team and seeing how they get better from week to week and what else can they clean up. Coming up in the next segment, we will be talking about this Texas football team in a special segment called the Hardge Knocks Life. Coming up next right here on a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's about a 30-minute backup being caused by a crash that has the left lane blocked off on Mopac southbound at Far West Boulevard. You're backed up from Breaker Lane. On the lower deck of I-35 southbound, a stalled vehicle blocks off the right lane at 32nd Street, and all lanes are closed down on 183 northbound due to a crash at Laws Road. I'm Jason Foster with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance says if you're a renter, make sure you're protected. Renter's insurance includes options that cover stolen property, personal injury, and living expenses if your place is damaged. Get a quote for renter's insurance at progressive.com.
Hardge here. Friday Night Lights in Texas are all about family pride and showing up strong. That's exactly what you'll find at Covert Chevy in Hutto. Right now, get $14,048 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST or $9,278 off of MSRP on a new all-electric 2025 Chevy Blazer EV-RS. Chevy Strength, Texas tradition, family first. That's Covert Chevy right off of 79 in Hutto, Texas. CovertChevyHutto.com. TrumpFire.com. Together, let's drive.
Fall is the perfect time to transform your home or business with fresh new color. The team at CertaPro Painters of Greater Austin handles every detail worry-free from start to finish. CertaPro Painters is the painting service you can rely on here in Austin, whether painting inside or out. Go with the pros at CertaPro Painters of Austin. That's Certa with a C. Right now through October, get $250 off any project over $2,500. Call and schedule your free estimate today.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ooma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
The Texans came up short, scoring just 9 points against the Rams in their season opener in LA. CJ Stroud threw for just 188 yards and a pick in the loss. Texas dropped 1 spot to number 7 in this week's coaches poll. Ohio State remains number 1. The Rangers, with a 3-run 6, beat the Astros, take 2 of 3 in this series. I'm Ron Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
On DraftKings Pick 6, new DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code SPORTS. That's code SPORTS. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Hey, this is Matt Jones. I'm Drew Franklin, and this is NFL Cover Zero. We're just here to try to give you an NFL perspective a little bit different. Did you see the Colts pretzel? That was my other big takeaway from that game. What was that? Oh, my. We think NFL coverage should be informative and entertaining. And twice a week, that is exactly what you're going to get. Open up your free iHeartRadio app, search NFL Cover Zero with Matt Jones and Drew Franklin, and listen now.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
I really don't know how much positivity I am going to give, but there will be some. Texas goes out and wins the game 38-7, and I understand they did not score in the fourth quarter, and Coach Sark decided that he was going to put a lot of guys there. But if you would have been listening to our Longhorn Game Day show, live from Bevo Boulevard, every home game, 3 hours before kickoff, right there at Hook'em Hangout, I was speaking to the fact that Coach Sark needed to make sure that Arch Manning played as much as he possibly could. He did that. He played him well into the fourth quarter. Why, Mike? because Arch Manning needed to play and get reps the entire time. I appreciate the fact that Coach Sark understands. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. That's why he does what he does as the head coach of this Texas football team. But there is still a lot to be desired when you're looking at this football team. And I can tell in the postgame, Marcus and I were talking about it. He didn't seem as happy, and rightfully so. He didn't need to be happy in that moment. He said, we're going to enjoy this win for the next 24 hours. And then we will talk to him again today at his weekly press conference that you can hear right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, your home for the Texas Longhorn football team. And he said he's going to give us his good, bad, and ugly. And he also said that he was going to put his foot in some behinds because of the lack of discipline on this football team. And that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. But first, I want you to hear from him talking about the inconsistencies on the offense, and then I will give you my response.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, I felt like we had some opportunities to make some more plays that we didn't make. We didn't block some things as well as we should have. We had holding penalties on the perimeter and at the line of scrimmage. We had false start penalties. And so that, it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's hard to find rhythm and consistency as an offense when you play that way. And so we've got to find more rhythm and consistency that way. I think that from a tight end perspective, I mean, we played 5 guys today, and they all played a fair amount. I think 4 of the 5 guys had the ball go in their direction in the passing game. And a couple of them, made some explosive plays there. And so it's a really versatile group. And Jack is the experienced player, although new to the program, is the experienced player. The other 4 guys are really, haven't played a whole lot. And so we're learning them as we go. And there's some growing pains there for them, and there's some growing pains there for us. But as we get in more information and continue to find the things that they do really well in the heat of the battle, we can lean into them that way. But it's a deep room, and it's something. It's probably the most healthy our room, that tight end room, has been since we've gotten here. We've had some elite players there as kind of one-offs, but the depth of that room, I think, is going to bode well for us as we continue to grow throughout the season.
And that is going to be a major part of the security blankets. I know Parker Livingstone had a great game. There's going to be a Ryan Wingo sighting pretty soon. There's DeAndre Moore. If he can be healthy, he's going to put up big numbers. But Texas needs Arch and his timing to be a little bit better. Texas, for the second week now, Texas has come out slow. But we shouldn't be surprised by that. This is a stat that was out there that nobody could believe. That since 2023, in 31 games, Texas has taken the ball 20 of those. They get the ball first. They are 2 for 20 in scoring drives on the opening kickoff. It's not a good stat, and it needs to be fixed. That's why a lot of people are questioning some of the things that are out there. I still believe that the timing with Arch Manning is still a little bit slow. I think he's still trying to see certain things. And Coach Sark talked about this last week. On those crossing routes, he's supposed to throw to the window, not to the wide receiver, so they can catch it in stride and keep it moving, because some of it just doesn't open up right away. But on that pass to Jack Endries, the touchdown, he was wide open, but he was open early. And you still waited a little bit longer to get him the ball. Now, again, that could be the play design. That could be something that they saw, whatever. But it didn't look crisp. The rollout where he was trying to hit the tight end in the flat, he rolled out to his left. Tight end was open quickly, still looking downfield, but the play was in front of him, didn't hit him right away. Now, I understand this is still game speed, rapid fire. Let's get it going. But these are the things that I want to see week-to-week improvement with. I thought there were still some times that he wasn't on platform to throw the football, and his footwork was still a little bit different. And I think his arm slot is a little bit different. I'm not sure what's going on because people were talking about the grimace on TV. I saw it multiple times, but then I saw another post that said, hell, well, he does that a lot. I don't think he knows he does it because that's why Coach Sark said it's news to him. But one of the things that Texas has to do, and this is something that they talked about during during training camp, pre-snap penalties and penalties as a whole. And Coach Sark said that they had 12 penalties for 115 yards in penalties. That has to change.
Alex, again, another guy that we held out this week. I don't know. Could we have pressed him into action or not? I know we got a really deep defensive line room. And again, I think about the big picture here with a lot of these injuries, especially early in the season. I think about the long road that we're hoping to go on. I think about the depth on our roster, and I just don't feel like sometimes we have to press guys into action that aren't healthy enough or that could further injure themselves. And so, the idea was to hold him and then play some of these other guys, which we were able to do. I think with the whole defensive line room played today, which was encouraging. I'm definitely concerned about that as a coach. This is kind of eerie. Is that it? We're done? No. Yeah, I'll get there. No, I got you. Okay, as a team, as a coach, you always, unfortunately, I always see the things that I try to look through the rear. I try to look through the windshield, but I definitely don't not look in the rear view mirror as we go through games. And the timely penalties a week ago were critical to us not winning that game. The one touchdown drive they have, the first drive they have was 30 yards in penalties. And so when you come out today and you have 12 penalties for 115 yards, and it's easy to say, oh, it was just this, it was this guy or that unit's problem. It was a variety of things. And so to me, that's part of our mental intensity and our focus as a team to do things the right way. We had holdings on the perimeter. We had holdings on the interior line. We had a roughing the passer. We jumped off sides on defense. And so it was kind of across the board, which to me is, my foot's got to get in their butt here on Monday morning. That's unacceptable. And there's a standard in which we want to play the game, and 12 penalties does not meet that standard.
And 100%. And those are the things that need to be cleaned up. So we will see what Coach Sark has to say about this team after he went back and watched the film. I went back and watched it multiple times. There were some bright spots, but there are definitely some areas of concern. And but again, got 2 more weeks. You got a bye week, and then you get into SEC play against the Florida Gators, who came up short against USF. But hey, a win is a win. Now we keep working right here on the Morning Kickoff. When we come back, we'll close out hour number 1, and we'll give out our grades on the Texas Longhorns team this week. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
It's the Morning Kickoff.
You always ask me, hey, you think you can hit? I could hit. I just ain't running. You know what I'm saying? Business guy asked me the other day. He said, hey, man, you think you can still dunk? I said, yeah, I can jump up there, but I won't be able to come down. Y'all going to need a ladder and the fire rescue people while they put the big net under the ground. Man, if I came down, both knees going.
Weekdays at 7.
Listen to Something Authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's about a 30-minute backup being caused by a crash that has the left lane blocked off on Mopac southbound at Far West Boulevard. You're backed up from Breaker Lane. On the lower deck of I-35 southbound, a stalled vehicle blocks off the right lane at 32nd Street, and all lanes are closed down on 183 northbound due to a crash at Laws Road. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
It's Wind Down Wednesdays, powered by Stella Rosa. Join 1300 The Zone's Mike Hardge and 96.7 KISS FM's Ann Hudson for football clinics like you've never experienced. Sip Stella Rosa cocktails, learn the game, and have some fun. For more info, visit am1300thezone.com/Stella Rosa.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
iHeart presents Ice Cube Truth to Power Tour, taking the stage at Moody Center October 16th.
Straight out of Compton, it's a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Need cash for a home project, big life event, or to pay off high-interest debt? Tap into your home's equity with the home equity loan from Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Use it for home improvements, debt consolidation, a wedding, tuition, or a vacation with flexible terms up to 30 years. Fixed rates, no closing cost under $250,000, and no repayment penalties. This is money that works for you. Apply online today at atfcu.org. Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, helping you do more with your home. ATFCU is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 422857. Federally insured by NCUA.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hey, it's Sandy. I got a question for you. What kind of car owner are you? Are you the type that just writes a check for a really fancy car and then later on have second thoughts about how much it's depreciating? Or are you someone that just trades in every 3 years with all that negative equity and causing higher payments every single time? Or are you the type that's looking to save 30 to 40% on monthly payments with pretty reasonable terms? Which one are you? Well, if you're any of them, you need to call Apple Leasing at 346-9977. They've got amazing customer service at less costs on luxury SUVs, sports cars, pickups, sedans. They do it all, and they have so many repeat customers because they treat you right. Remember, leasing is not renting. It's the smarter option for a lot of people. And if you listen to us at all these years and you haven't reached out, you need to do it now. Call 512-346-9977.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horde, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Did you know that on average, we make 35,000 choices a day? Some good, some not so good. I'm Jenny Garth, and I have a brand new podcast called I Choose Me. Those 3 words, I choose me, were said by my character, Kelly Taylor, on Beverly Hills 90210, way back in 1995. What started as a line in a script has become a guiding force for me. I've learned that loving yourself is not selfish, because when you choose yourself, you unlock a life that aligns with your values and passions. On this pod, I am going to share my life with you on a whole new level. Let's start choosing ourselves. Listen to I Choose Me on the iHeartRadio app.
Texas football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Now it's your time time to win a pair of tickets to go see Lane Wilson. Lane Wilson, September the 18th at the movie center. All you got to do is get over to the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone on AM 1300 and leave the keyword of the day. The number 4 is your keyword for a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Lane Wilson September the 18th at the movie center. Also, make sure you tune into the voice of your Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, on the Craig Way Show. You'll get a chance to win a pair of tickets to another show, but more importantly, you get to hear Craig's recap of the game this weekend and what he saw around college sports. And, of course, you'll be able to hear some of Coach Sarkisian's press conference that we will be carrying live right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone, your home for Texas football. You'll get a chance to hear that starting at 11 o'clock as myself, Craig Way, and Cam Parker will be live at Coach Sark's presser that will start at 11:30. Right now, I want to get into the grades that we are going to give out for this Texas football team. Yes, I know that they won 38-7, and that is a great, great deal. But I'm going to give them a B on offense. And the reason why I'm giving them a B on offense is the same reason why I'm going to give the defense a B. The slow start, the inconsistency in certain areas. I love the fact that they got a chance to play a lot of people on both sides of the ball. That's outstanding. But I'm going to give them a B. They didn't cover, and great teams cover. Good teams win, great teams cover. And the other reason is because of the slow start there. And he will also tell you that the running game wasn't where it was last week, so there's still some work there. I'm not gonna penalize them too much because they got a B. On defense, I'm giving them a B. Same reason. Look, you gave up 7 points. You let them move the ball. You gave up more rushing yards than you did against Ohio State. And whenever your opponent is in front of you, you have to be able to knock them out. And so Texas is still trying to find their way. They created 4 turnovers. Outstanding. That is something that they focused on. But again, continuing to have penalties and the inconsistencies in so many different areas, I'm giving them a B. And the special teams, they're going to get an A. That's right, folks. They are getting them an A-. But I want you to hear about why I'm giving them an A- because they finally got a chance to kick a field goal, and it was a big one.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tricky, with the flow of the game and what's happening and how you're playing and all that. I wanted to – I know this sounds odd, but I wanted to make sure I was at least getting him a field goal attempt today. He didn't have one last week with just the extra point. As the game was going today, I didn't intend it in that moment to get a field goal, but I wasn't upset that he had to go out there and kick a field goal. And it, would I've liked it to be maybe a 35-yarder? Sure. But the fact that he stepped in for a 47-yarder, calm, composed, knocked it through, that's going to be it. We're going to kick plenty of field goals as the season goes on, but I just didn't want it to go too long. It's like all of a sudden you go into week 3 and you still haven't kicked a field goal yet. Now that when you finally get that opportunity, the nerves can be a little bit different. So for him to get out there today and bang that through, I think was good for his psyche, and it was good for me, to your point, that, okay, this guy's a trustworthy guy.
And that is something that Texas needed to have so badly in that moment. One of the things, too, that I wanted to point out, another reason why I gave Texas the grade that I gave them was because of not just penalties, but also they were 2 of 12 on third down. Like, what? That's not a good look for the Texas football team trying to convert on third down. They were 2 of 12 on third down. They were 2 of 2 on fourth down, but they did score in the red zone 3 out of 4 times. So for me, you have to be a lot better on third down at a 2 for 12 clip. Not a good look for this team at all. I wanted to also give the special teams good numbers because Boomeister, he's just a great punter and he does what he's supposed to do. And it's definitely a blessing to have him as the punter for the Texas Longhorns because he's definitely holding his part of the bargain in that situation. So to me, I give Texas B's at offense and defense, but I gave them an A on special teams because they finally got a chance to kick a field goal. They executed it. Coverage game was a lot better as well on kickoff. And, of course, the punting was where it needed to be. You got any idea of how you feel about it, Marcus?
I would say I would give B's to the defense. I think they could play. No, B plus. I say B plus. I think they could still do some more. But they play very well. But I just actually think the pass rush could be a little bit better. Offensively, B, just a straight B. But like special teams, you had the punter. What's the punter name?
Boomeister.
He was
Boomeister, excuse me.
He's still booming some kicks out there.
Yep.
And yeah, I give them an A. Special teams an A.
Yeah, they handle their business, and that's all you can ask them to do. They continue to show up. They continue to do the things that they are asked. They did try to be aggressive early and ended up getting a roughing the kicker on the first punt because Michael Taft was trying to go get that thing. But overall, I think they have done an excellent job on the special teams. But at least they took a chance. They're going to get there. They almost had one against Ohio State as well. So I'm glad to see that the team is taking those types of chances. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is on the way. We will talk NFL. Instant classics in yesterday's matchups all over the NFL. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone. Mark, I saw your car the other day. That license plate said world's strongest. Are you serious?
You got a problem with that? I'm the world's strongest man. It fits.
Fits? Man, the only thing that fits is your plate frame struggling to hold on to all them letters.
It's better than yours, fast guy. You run a 27-minute mile, Mike. That ain't fast. That's like a slow walk.
Hey, man, what are you talking about? Okay. That's the beauty of my plates. You can make it all yours, whether it's the team logo, your favorite nickname, you got some jokes, whatever is your style.
True. Mine gets respect on the highway, and yours gets giggles.
Man, why are you making fun of me, man? But guess what? It's a win-win for everybody. Don't go out there driving an ABC 123 on your license plate. Get a real one. All you got to do is go to myplates.com today. That's myplates.com. Use the promo code THEZONE. The Zone at myplates.com.
After 48 years, Factory Mattress is going out of business forever. Over $15 million worth of world-class mattress brands must be sold immediately. Up to 80% off at Austin and San Antonio's largest independent mattress retailer. Everything must go, right down to the bare walls. Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. No interest financing is still available. The Factory Mattress going out of business sale is happening now at all 14 locations. Don't miss it.
Think you're a bourbon connoisseur? At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. And if you consider yourself lucky, you can stop by one of your favorite locations to enjoy some and see what they have for you.
I am dedicated. I am TNT.
With Team in Training, you will reach your best physical self so blood cancer patients can reach theirs. Change your life by joining a marathon, half marathon, triathlon, or a cycle event, and you'll change the lives of blood cancer patients.
I am committed. I am TNT.
After 600,000 participants and almost $1 billion raised for treatments, TNT has helped the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society make a significant impact in the advancement of blood cancer therapies that save lives every day.
I am making a difference. I am TNT.
Join TNT. Expand your circle of friends to be part of a very special community. Train with world-class trainers and have the chance to be part of the most exciting endurance sports events in the country. Or train on your own schedule with TNT Flex. Join TNT and fundraise while you train and take part in getting us all closer to a world without blood cancers.
Join TNT now. Go to teamintraining.org.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
America's #1 app for radio is iHeart. Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, plus the station you're listening to right now. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeartRadio app today. The #1 app for radio.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of a Longhorns Monday edition of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. In hour number 1, we talked all things Texas Longhorns as they win on a Victory Monday edition of Longhorns Monday edition of the morning kickoff. They win 38-7, big performances by pretty much everybody on the field. They did some things positively, but they also did some things that were pretty negative, and we're trying to figure out how we can get these guys consistent. Right now, we're going to get into the NFL, but before we get into the NFL and hear from D'Amico Ryans as they come up short against the Los Angeles Rams in the first game of the season. Everybody was excited about it, but they come up short. Mark, what was your grades for the Texas football team, offensively, defensively, and special teams?
Offensively, I would have to give them a B, maybe a B minus. They had too many drops, too many penalties. Even if you cannot move the ball rushing, or you just don't scheme up a really nice throw, the penalties and the drops got to go away. They have to. And if you notice, when Wingo dropped that wide open pass or two potential wide open passes, he went straight to the bench, and he didn't play for a quarter almost. Like, that's a good start. But now you got to get to practice and say, hey, man, you got to earn your way back into this. Like, I got to believe in you. So I would say a B. Defensively, the swarming to the ball is my favorite thing about that defense. They don't have to have gaudy stats, 5 sacks and 2 interceptions for me to give them a high grade, because they do all the little things right on that defense. And I would give that defense a A. Special teams wise, you can't run into the kickers, can't run into punters. Punting game was on point. Kicking game was what it was. It's not like you had a big sample size of, we got a couple of 50-yard field goals. Like, so
Did make a 47-yarder.
47 is, it was solid. So I would give them a on special teams. But coaching wise, you got to grade that too. You can't just grade with the on field. I would also give the offensive game plan a B. They have to score on those first drives. They've got to be more consistent and warmed up already and lathered up to go out there in the beginning of the game. Defensive coaches, I'd have to say A. The game plan was solid. They executed on defense, and they got the other team off the field a lot of times. So they had goal line stands, stop, fourth down stops. Can't ask for more.
Okay. I like it. I gave B's and an A on special teams. So we're pretty consistent around that part of it as well. Let's get into the NFL, because yesterday the Houston Texans, where you can hear the Houston Texans every Sunday right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, they come up short. They went out to L.A. and Matthew Stafford decided it was time for him to play. They busted Puka Nacua up a little bit, had blood coming out of his head, but they're still not able to finish off these drives. And that is one of the biggest things that DeMeco Ryans said they have to do.
Yeah, for us offensively, in the first half, we drove down. We got field goals. We need to get in the end zone there, but we had some really successful drives. Just got to end in the end zone. And then there, at the end of the game, it's the NFL, right? Fourth quarter, that's why everybody watches it. We got the ball, we got a chance to drive down to score. We're making progress, we're making plays. And the one thing that we talked about, the main thing throughout the week of what it's going to take for us to win this game, it was protecting the football, right? They took the ball away 2 times and took it at the most critical time of the game there as we were driving down to score. They make a play to take the football away, but we're in striking distance. We don't make the play, they made the play. Credit to the Rams. They showed up and they played really well today, and they made the plays. We came up short on a few.
And I believe that Matthew Stafford, he is just finding a way to get through it. The one thing that I did not like for them, LA, was they tried to run a quarterback sneak and Matthew Stafford got a bad back. That is the craziest thing.
Yeah, why would you do that?
It's just wild to me that they would even call that type of play unless he hadn't hurt. But I also like the fact that C.J. Stroud, he took the ownership and he said, this right here, this is a wake-up call for our football team.
I just think the way we practiced this week, I think we could have practiced better. I think, I love the confidence we have, but there's I always say there's like a type of mindset is like, did I do enough? And I think it's a healthy way to be, because then you'll probably do more. So for me, preparing, I got to do a better job. And I also got to hold my guys accountable, for that one exotic. And it's the first game of the year. We got a lot of exotic looks we did not expect. They did too, but they made the play. So you can come up with a million excuses. We got to just be better.
I like that.
Man, I like ownership, man.
Yeah.
And he was exactly right too. Like, I watched that game because, I like Texas, man.
Yeah.
I want the Texas teams to do well. And the one thing that I felt like C.J. Stroud, he focused a lot on Collins. And Higgins was open like 2 or 3 times. And he should have hit him. But when he watched the film this week, I guarantee you he going to say, hey, I got loyalty to you, bro, but that kid was open.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to be able to, you can hear it in his voice. He knew that he messed up.
Right.
And he ran the ball 6 times or 5 times and had like 32, 35 yards. Remember I told you, he's feeling himself. He's more confident in his physical ability, so he wants to show it off. He should have threw the ball at least 3 of those 5 times.
Yeah.
There were people open.
Well,
I'm telling you.
Well, the issue I had with CJ is there were times he needed to step up in the pocket and he tried to run away from the rush. And he had opportunities to run if he stepped up in the pocket or go to another option, but he settled for trying to back away from the pass rush.
But he's not used to that, Marcus.
Well,
he's rolling out and throwing the ball away. Yeah, I believe in throwing the ball away and live to play another down.
With this situation, with this offensive line, you still it's too inconsistent to try to run away from the rush. You have to know that time is going, and you just have to either step up and just go make a quick decision. You can't try to buy time by trying to get out.
But he didn't. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point I was trying to make, is he's got options that he didn't have in his repertoire last year, and he's not used to it. Just like Arch is not used to feeling that pressure coming down his neck, even though Arch did step up in the pocket and make some really solid throws.
Right.
I mean, he stepped forward. It wasn't like he scrambled or anything. And that's what C.J. Stroud is going to have to get used to.
And one of the things that he was talking about, to both of your point, was being able to take deep shots against this Rams defense that wasn't letting Nico get deep.
Just play shell, a lot of Tampa 2, a lot of disguise, cover 2, and, played over the top. So they did a good job of that. But I feel like we were executing in ways, but just some of those negative plays that we got to just fix. But I thought we moved the ball pretty well, but just got to just put it in the end zone or try to create an explosive somehow. But yeah, we'll be seeing that all year, so we got to get used to it.
Definitely got to get used to it, and definitely got to make some adjustments along the way, because this team is going to have some tough times moving forward. Now, it was like he said, they had an opportunity to win the ball game. They were in a position that they were driving down the field, but you can't turn the ball over either. They end up losing the game 14-9, and it was a tough game to watch.
It was a tough game to watch, and it was just because of what CJ just said in that last the disguise coverages. They would line up the safety in the box and do what they call a cloud coverage, where you, on the snap of the ball, then you go to your real spot.
Right.
And CJ is a veteran quarterback. He should have recognized that. And I think that him focusing on Collins is what made that not good for them. You gotta let the play out and throw to who's open. Don't just pick a guy and pre-snap going, I'm going to him.
So you saying he had a little stare down syndrome?
Yeah, man, he has stare down syndrome. I love the fact that he loyal to the guy that's been there with him the longest, but he got to do his job. He's a quarterback. He's got to get the ball to the open man.
Well, there was a lot of missed opportunities, and that is why they ended up losing that ball games. There was a bunch of great games yesterday that we talked about, and we will get into it, and you'll hear some of those great plays, including an epic run by Bijan Robinson early in the game. Still ain't elite. Right here on the morning kickoff.
That's a stab. Will you stop it?
The morning kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The Craig Way Show with Craig Way.
Tex Schramm, you'd hear him on with Brad Sham when we had the show and I was the producer for it, called Ask Tex Schramm. This was like 1987. The football Cardinals were moving to Arizona. Brad Sham is doing the show. And so he asked him, he said, well, does that mean also now there'll be a change that the Atlanta Falcons would move from the NFC West to the NFC East? The Texas response was, well, once you're on an airplane, what difference does it make?
Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. on AM 1300 The Zone.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
September 19th and 20th at T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Limited tickets still available at AXS.com.
Get yours while you still can.
Escape to poolside paradise at MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. Sip on a refreshing cocktail. Lounge in a luxury cabana. Earn on nonstop fun with MGM Rewards. Book a sizzling summer escape today. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Give yourself plenty of extra time this morning on Mopac going southbound. A crash at Far West Boulevard blocks off the 2 left lanes and the express lane, causing an hour and a half of stop-and-go traffic that starts from Palmer Lane. And all lanes are closed down due to a serious accident on 183 northbound at Laws Road. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Hey, it's JB and Sandy. You know, we like to tell you guys about people and places that we do business with because we know they're going to treat you well. And we can certainly say that about our friends Scott and Stacy Feller at Koala Cooling. If you don't have a good relationship with an AC company, make this relationship. Get in touch with our friends at Koala Cooling at koalacooling.com or call them at 512-759-8800.
I know a lot of you are new to Texas, so take it from some longtime Texans and some native Texans on this show. You need a maintenance plan, a regular scheduled service, and you can do that with Koala Cooling for just $27 a month, and you'll just stay on top of it before you have a disaster, before you're caught without AC with triple digits.
It's great because they'll call and say, hey, it's time for your checkup. We'll send someone out there. Are you available tomorrow? And that way you know that your system is working well. Reach out to our friends at Koala Cooling. They are qualified.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. Live in Austin. Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. With special guest, Foxing, live at Moody Amphitheater at Waterloo Park, September 9th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
It's time. Time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
iHeart presents Police coming straight from the underground. Ice Cube bringing truth to power. You know how we do. Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour. 4 decades of attitude. Before hip-hop, homies got shot. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
It's the Craig Way Show with Craig Way and Cameron Parker. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
As we continue to look around the NFL, there is so much to be excited about. Obviously, fantasy football is at an all-time high. Everybody is already trying to figure out if their seasons are over in fantasy football. Some are riding high. But there was one play that happened yesterday that I felt like deserved the opportunity to be heard on these airways because it's a former Texas Longhorn.
Second down at 5, fake to Robinson. And now it's Robinson who makes the catch out of the backfield. Picks up a Falcons first down and more. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown!
And you got the ultimate weapon. You got Bijan Robinson. You got the ultimate.
He's got to prove it to me.
What?
I don't even like you no more. I don't even like you. Hey, how about this though? How about this?
How about
what position does he play?
Plays running back.
Okay, he had 2.2 yards per carry.
Yeah.
2.2 yards per carry.
Mm-hmm.
How many yards did he end up with? What, 25, 26 yards?
Did he score a touchdown? Did he catch the
No,
ball out of the
not
backfield?
running.
Did
Not
he
doing
catch the ball out of the backfield?
Yeah, he did.
Did he become the ultimate weapon where he can be
Hey,
versatile?
one
in
announcement.
areas?
Announcements don't crown it. I'm not crowning.
You're never going to crown him.
No, I will crown him.
Nope.
I started off the day
late.
before we started this show, sir, and I said that, hey, a short pass like that out of the backfield, especially on a misdirection, is just like a running play. It might as well be.
But it wasn't, though. Like you said, this ain't.
But it was not a running play. They need to do a better job of scheming to get him off on the running the ball, not just catching it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a wide receiver for Atlanta, I'm going to be like, hey, throw the ball to me. He's a running back.
Yeah.
If he scores, great.
That means that they did their job blocking too. They weren't being selfish of saying throw the ball to me. They actually
I'm like Keyshawn Johnson.
Well, also
give me the damn ball.
They actually blocked, bro.
Also, Drake London had an injury in the game, so that also has some influence on it too.
Kyle Pitts actually looked better.
Yeah, I mean, he got a quarterback that will actually throw him the ball. I mean, Michael
That's a good
Penix,
point.
he will throw the ball to him and get open. He gonna find you.
Hey, led him too. Threw it out in front. So Atlanta's gonna be all right. Like, let's not.
Well, it's a little disappointing because they gave Baker Mayfield too much time, and he was able to make the plays down the field. Kudos to Baker Mayfield.
Baker is Baker, though, man.
Yeah, he's the touchdown maker, and he will make you pay for that. But their kicker, Young Ho Koo, ended up missing a potential game tying field goal that could have changed the way that the end of the weekend happened. But that's just something that we got to pay attention to.
I felt like he was going to miss that kick because he took one warm up.
Well, I mean,
he looked uncomfortable too.
But
he didn't look right.
I mean, do you watch him often though?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
So you're an Atlanta fan, so you know what he looks like.
Bijan Robinson's on that team, so I watch them a lot more. So I get a chance to see how they warm up.
You got the crown in the box when you go to the game.
I'm just waiting for it. But I mean, you thinking of Crown Royal, maybe.
Hey, that's a shameless plug. Crown Royal, we are available for sponsorship.
Another big game that happened yesterday was the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. They go into the Jet Stadium, and Aaron Rodgers, with his ability to go in there, he looked really, really sharp. I was very shocked by that. 22 of 30 for 244 and 4 touchdowns. Breece Hall in the running game. Garrett Wilson was getting smacked around by Jalen Ramsey. He wanted to destroy him, and at the end of the game, he actually did. But they win on a field goal, last-second field goal, walk-off field goal. And let's just say Mike Tomlin let you know exactly how his kicker gets down.
And I can't say enough about Boz. And our kicker is a serial killer, man. He got a low pulse rate. He can't wait to deliver.
And that's all you got to say. Boswell been in the league for a long time, and he's still been draining them from deep. I mean, that was a big-time kick for them to win that ball game. So kudos to them for the victory.
I had breakfast at that game because I had egg on my face, and I had to go and cook it. Because Aaron and then he talked noise too.
Well,
most quarterbacks don't.
Well, Aaron let you know about exactly how he was feeling in that particular moment after the
You spoke about the meeting with Aaron Glenn on McAfee a few months ago. Beating him, is there significance in that, since he basically told you to your face that he didn't think you were right for that team?
Yes, that's what he did.
So there's significance in beating him for you?
I was happy to beat everybody associated with the Jets.
Nice and smooth with it. You talk about a serial killer. That might be another one.
Hey, he was talking
there.
like,
he let you know.
It was premeditated. I thought about this for a long time.
No doubt.
How I wanted to dispatch them and dispose of their bodies.
That's exactly how he sounded too. not even playing. He sounded like there was a problem. But the game of the night was last night. The game of the night was last night. The matchup between two MVPs, Lamar Jackson, and last year's MVP was Josh Allen. Josh Allen continues to show his ability. He put on a clinic in that 2-minute drive, but there was a big play in the game that Eric Henry, Horns 247, Derrick Henry, running back for Buffalo, who had one hell of a football game, ended up putting it on the carpet. But DeAndre Hopkins, who a lot of people forgot was even on that team, made one hell of a snap to make sure that this team gets in front and possibly the victory.
He is having an opening night. Lamar laying it up for Hopkins. The veteran still got it. DeAndre Hopkins touchdown.
And they were able to get to the lead, but then Josh Allen making it down the field, driving down the field, was able to set up what a lot of people are still excited about. 41-year-old kicker, Matt Prater, right down the middle.
It's up for a game-winning field goal. From 32 yards, Prater made it! And the Bills open their final season in this stadium with a stunning comeback win.
41-40, walk-off, come from behind victory. People had left the stadium. They was in their cars, ready to take it to the crib. And then all of a sudden, Josh Allen, with his magic, goes down, drives the team right down the field. And Josh Allen, 394 yards passing last night.
He owned the game. We talked about, like, it could be Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen every year for the next 5 years.
Yep.
Like, it really could be. I'm not saying that just because of the performances last night, but just both their histories. What was more impactful to you? The play of Josh Allen, the fact that Josh Allen took to the crowd, took to the media and said, listen, don't give up on us. Like, y'all left the stadium, left it empty, and he went at them. He went at the fans. Like, have a little bit more respect for the people that are out here trying to work for you.
I have no problem with what Josh Allen said after the game, talking to the fans. I have no problem with him being demonstrative about how he feels about it. I mean, he's your franchise player. He's a quarterback. He's an MVP. He's a guy that has done a lot for the city of Buffalo. He wanted to stay there. And now these folks understand that my guy is my guy, and y'all better stick around because don't give up. I got too much talent on this team.
Bills fans need to start listening to their grandfathers and uncles and about leaving games early because you don't leave games early in Buffalo. There's always a chance for a comeback.
Where you going?
Look, where you going? Thank you, Hardge. Like, I've been to Buffalo
exactly
at least 30 times in my life.
Right.
And it's the hotel and the airport.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Where
is
you going?
it.
You going to the parking lot? Okay.
I've never been to a football game in Buffalo, but I figured that's the only show in town.
I mean, you just gave the layout, the hotel and the airport. And whatever arena you wrestling in. That's it.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. And that probably wasn't open because it was a night game.
Oh.
So, I mean, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
When we come back, we're going to turn it over to the world's strongest man as he brings you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Your biggest slowdown this morning is on Mopac southbound at Far West Boulevard. A crash blocks off 2 left lanes and the express lane, causing about an hour of backup starting from Palmer Lane. There's also a crash on the service road of I-35 southbound at Airport Boulevard, blocking off the left lane, and all lanes are closed down on 183 northbound at Laws. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
You know what game day in Texas looks like? Dad's wearing burnt orange, mom's rocking a maroon shirt, and the kids are just here for the potato chips. But you know what unites families? Bud Light. Because even in a house that's divided, everybody agrees that Bud Light goes down smoother than kicking the ball in overtime. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas football. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
NFL football is back. Get all the info you need to root for your favorite team by listening to the official NFL Podcast Network on the free iHeartRadio app. Shows like Lots to Say with Bobby Bones and former Pro Bowl quarterback Matt Castle.
Super Bowl winning coach Nick Sirianni. Nick!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Plus dozens of other official NFL podcasts to put you in your happy place. Yeah! Football's back, baby. Open your free iHeart app, search NFL, and listen now.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Partly cloudy today, slight chance of a shower. Highs in the upper 80s will return to 90 for a high tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code radio for an extra 5% off.
Football
is
back.
And the season lives on iHeartRadio.
After a wild first weekend of action,
Week 1 concludes tonight with Minnesota at Chicago on Monday Night Football.
explore the official NFL Podcast Network on the free iHeart app.
Plus, catch the live action on your local station.
Tipped and intercepted. This is 24/7 coverage
of everything you love about football.
Just open the iHeart Radio app
and search NFL to dive in.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Hook 'em horns.
That's what he does. That's what he does. What he does every day, Monday through Friday at 7 to 9 a.m., but mainly at 8:30. He brings you his world's strongest by the world's strongest. Mark, here, take it away, big fan.
Hard. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest take by the world's strongest. Marcus. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They are all on me. Sir. Guys, my take today is very easy. Very easy. Didn't need a lot of preparation. I thought maybe I should talk about uh, the match last night between the Ravens and the Bills, but I this University of Texas football thing is it's on my soul, and a lot of it has to do not with Arch, not even with Coach Sark and the game plans, but the discipline and wide receivers play. If Texas is going to be a national champion, or at least in the Final Four, and have a chance at winning a national championship, guys are going to have to catch the ball. Guys are going to have to not be so undisciplined in the penalties. If you give up 75 to 100 yards in penalties, you can beat UTEP. You can beat San Jose. You can beat Sam Houston. You're not going to beat Oklahoma. You're not going to beat Kentucky or Vandy or Arkansas or Georgia. You're not going to do it. And there was a case where Ryan Wingo, who is like one of the most outstanding players that we've seen in recent history at wide receiver at Texas athletically. He's fast, he's big, he's strong, he's coordinated, and normally has very reliable hands. And he did not this week. He was in the wrong place at one point, ran the wrong route, and two balls hit his hands that he should have caught him. And you notice that the wide open pass, they pulled him off the field, which I think I want to commend Coach Sark for, because a lot of times people say, oh, you can't show the kids up. No, you can show the kids up. You got to teach them a lesson. Parker Livingstone, we've been hearing the talk all summer. Man, that dude is a dog. Like, he really can catch the ball. He's an actor. You think that he's doing one thing, but quick move, and he's doing another. Ryan Wingo and other wide receivers on that core are going to have to step it up. What say you?
Well, I think they're going to be fine. Like everything else, like you said, there's some growth that needs to happen throughout these processes. That's why I'm giving a little bit of grace. And the ironic thing about it all, if Texas would have played San Jose State first and then played Ohio State second, we'd probably be having some different conversations as well. But now that we've seen them, the 14-7 game, they played well. Arch was off in the first game. Now he's starting to find his rhythm a little bit, and he's going to get better and better from these reps that he's going to get in these next couple of weeks. I think the chemistry is going to work a lot better with Ryan Wingo. He even said post-game, there was a shot down the field. He said, man, I got to hit Ryan because he was open. He threw it out of the back of the end zone. You know, that might have changed something with their chemistry. Still had 4 receptions. He and DeAndre Moore each have 4 receptions, and we expect more from both of those guys, rightfully so. But there is a chemistry starting to form when you start to look at what Parker Livingstone has been able to do. And Coach has been telling us all week, off season, about him, how he's matured, how he's grown, and how he's made a difference. And he and Arch, as everybody talks about, roommates like Colton Shipley, and roommates. But Parker said, I think it was Parker, or it was either Parker or Arch. He said, we actually have 6 people that are living in our house right now. So it's not just them 2 that are in there. So there are some bonds being forged throughout these processes.
Don't think that I'm down on Wingo.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm just proud of Coach Sark for disciplining him in an age where everybody gets a trophy and everybody's coddled and sweet talked and, oh, you're the best, you're the best. No, like you have to show discipline. And he did that. And I'm proud of the fact that Coach Sark did that. But I hope Ryan looks at that and goes, hey, man, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be better this week. Like, don't lose faith in me yet. Like, that's what learning each other is. And I'm glad that they're having these breakdowns now because when you get to Kentucky, like you can't look backwards no more.
Yeah.
You can't look back on, oh, we had a good game against UTEP and Sam Houston in Florida. No, you gotta really go to work.
Yeah.
And so like all the drops and the discipline, they got to work that out.
And I think they will. And again, this is one of those situations that when you watch Texas at this particular stage of where they're going, it's still rough. I mean, they're
young, man. Hardge is young.
Experience.
He is inexperienced.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting on his time to come. And all you can do is wait.
Yeah. Well, the thing too, Coach Sark said it. I don't know the identity of my football team yet. You know, we know that our defense is going to travel. They're going to be able to show up. Is the running game going to be as dominant as it was before? We still don't know that. Is Arch ready to ascend again? Do you put him back into the conversation after 1 week? I don't think so. I think what you continue to look at is the timing routes, the accuracy of his throws, and recognition as the quarterback. You have to be able to recognize some things quicker than others.
Yeah.
You know, yes, he had some time to throw the ball this weekend. So he had time to look around and be able to pick out, oh, there's that guy. But there are some times where it's got to be some quick decisions like that RPO on the goal line. He didn't even have a good grip on the ball, but he knew that was the play that I needed to throw on the slant to Parker Livingstone, excuse me. And he made the throw.
Yeah.
So there are things that you can say, I see it.
I see it. He sees it.
But then there's some like, he didn't see it quick enough.
There you go.
So there's going to be some adjustments. His eyes are starting to work, and I love the confidence that he showed a little bit after the game. It was totally different than the week before because the smiles was on the faces a lot sooner than them frowns that were turned upside down. So we'll see what ends up.
Bars.
Silently, bars. Coming up next, we'll close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. Finish it off with one more conversation because we got NFL football to close out week 1 of the NFL. We got press conference, and we got ourselves a little ditty to say right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
It's the Craig Way Show.
If Jerry Jones does care as much about his fans as he says, try to make some moves that might at least appeal to them a little more than a lot of the moves you made. In other words, like a real personnel person, real general manager. Make Will McClay the real general manager.
Voice of the Texas Longhorns and Hall of Fame broadcaster. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. on AM 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Your biggest slowdown this morning is on Mopac southbound at Far West Boulevard. A crash blocks off 2 left lanes and the express lane, causing about an hour of backup starting from Palmer Lane. There's also a crash on the service road of I-35 southbound at Airport Boulevard, blocking off the left lane, and all lanes are closed down on 183 northbound at Laws. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
NFL fans, week 1 is almost over, but this is the place where you can play for free and grow the bag. DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL, is here with the Bag Builder, a completely free way to play for a share of $1 million or more in cash. Do you think you got what it takes to stack some cash? Well, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do so, and here's how it works. Download Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy, and use the promo code SPOTLIGHT. That's your promo code SPOTLIGHT for a chance to enter for free, and that's it. Just make your picks, 6 of them, more or less, on a player's stats for week 1. That's it. It's that simple. No entry fee, no catch. I said Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud, and Chase Brown. Those 2 quarterbacks were going to have more passing yards. I said that running back, Chase Brown, was going to have less of his rushing yards. It's that simple. I got you on your way. Let's see what happens. You want an even bigger shot? Share your link with some friends and add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. As the players count goes up, so do the prizes. If you hit all 6 of your picks, think about that. If you hit all 6 of your picks, you'll be splitting a bag that's already at $1 million or more. So don't just sit back. Get in for free, build that bag, and let's run it up. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use the code SPOTLIGHT, that's code SPOTLIGHT, to opt in for free and start stacking entries in week 1. Zero cost, huge upside in partnerships with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in bag builder contests. Only perfect entries earn a share of the cash prizes. Tokens are single use and expire September 8 at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
iHeart presents Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour, taking the stage at Moody Center, October 16th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
I'm John Walzak, host of the new podcast, Missing in Arizona.
And I'm Robert Fisher, one of the most wanted men in the world.
We cloned his voice using AI. In 2001,
police say I killed my family.
3 dead bodies, 2 were children.
You slit the throat of all of them.
First mom, then the kids.
And rigged my house to explode.
In a quiet suburb.
This is the Beverly Hills of the valley.
My house just exploded and ignited on fire. Before escaping into the wilderness.
Leading police on a massive manhunt in rugged terrain.
There was sleet and hail and snow coming down.
It was the biggest manhunt in Arizona history.
They found my wife's SUV.
Within 50 feet was a cave.
You could be buried under rockfall, and you got a skeleton leaning up against the wall.
And my dog flew.
All I could think of is going to sniper me out of some tree.
But not me.
Police believe he is alive and hiding somewhere.
Can you disappear and change your name and work for cash? Yeah, you can.
Fisher is still very much a priority with the FBI. He's on the 10 most wanted list.
Listen to Missing in Arizona.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
In this afternoon, the voice of the Texas Longhorn, Craig Way, Cam Parker, our guy Jake, who has been sitting in, taking over, kind of producing the show on the Craig Way Show. We are your home for Texas football and all that right here on Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Make sure you tune in this afternoon or this morning as well, starting at 11 o'clock for the press conference, Coach Sharp's weekly press conference that kicks off at 11 with myself, Craig Way, and Cam Parker, followed by Coach Sharp at 11:30, breaking down this past week's game. And, of course, UTEP as the Miners will be coming in this weekend. We'll be down on great turnout on Bevo Boulevard.
Really good.
Hook 'em Hangout. Everybody was excited to be back at DKR. You got 2 more games
before a hiatus, so to speak, for the Texas Longhorns, as they will be on the road with games away from here. So come out and enjoy. We'll be there starting at 12 o'clock, leading you up to the game with Craig, Roger, and, of course, Will Matthews. I wanted y'all to hear some sound from Jahdae. Jahdae Barron, Thorpe Award winner, got into the NFL this past year, first-round pick of the Denver Broncos. And it's ironic that the end of the game was a forced fumble on Cam Ward. And guess what? Jahdae made the recovery, so he was asked about his first experience in the NFL.
Jahdae, you touched on it there with the home crowd. You got a taste from them in the preseason, the first regular season action for Broncos country as the fans. What were your takeaways from seeing that crowd for the first time?
It felt amazing. Again, it was what I needed. Those fans can really get you going, and that's what I needed. It felt real. I had a lot of passion out there, but I'm truly blessed, to be here, to have my mom and my family in the stands here today. So that was amazing. But honestly, it felt amazing just playing here.
How to compare to Texas?
I still seen orange, so I say it would be the same thing.
It's a little orange crush, it's a little sun kiss.
This is lighter.
It's a little sun kiss, but I get it. I'm glad he's still representing. I'm
Pretty
glad
much look at his team. He's still playing for the Longhorns.
Exactly. You got a lot of guys from Texas on that team, and it is fun to watch those guys experience those moments in the NFL that you, as a kid, you think that you got a chance to get there, and the blood, sweat, and tears that you have to share during those moments. But now you get that opportunity.
And did you see the video of all the Longhorns from both teams?
That's what Marcus was talking
7
about.
dudes, and they all played within the last 2 years. So, 3 years.
Yeah.
So, it was pretty impressive, man. I really enjoyed seeing all those guys get to stand together.
Those guys getting an opportunity to play is really, really cool, and you start to understand the brotherhood that we talk about so much when it comes to the Texas Longhorns. But I can't go without having a tear in my eye after watching the lion chase a gazelle all over the field yesterday, and now he's in love with somebody else, and now they are in love with him too.
Limited snaps, but a huge impact. What was it like out there for you today?
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little tired. The snap count was probably justified, but overall, I thought we played really well. Some of these guys on defense were just flying around, set the tone early, even with me out there knowing my snap count. So that really means a lot. They just let me do catch up, and the way they're playing right now, I can take my time because I think we go for a long run.
I love that. What were the emotions walking out of the tunnel for a new team?
I can't lie, it gave me chills. This environment, the first time, how they embraced me, the fans, this was one-on-one. This was really just a blessing in disguise. My man Jay Love told me it'd be this nice, and I think, nothing he could have said, I could imagine it'd be like this.
Jordan, I know you're glad to have this guy on your side.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And like you said, when the crowd went crazy when he ran out, that was a special moment. And, glad he's with us.
I'm sure he's glad to have you. You came out and you set the tone with those 2 touchdown drives. How important was it to start fast and be able to start the season this way?
Yeah, they did well. Micah Parsons showed out. Outstanding work for him. Congratulations, man. I hope they treat you good over there.
Yeah, I hope you have a great life.
Man, enjoy yourself.
Have fun. Remember us.
Because we could not stop Jalen Hurts because we didn't have that savage over there chasing somebody. Sad, sad day.
Sad.
But I tell you this much. He said he was tired. We would have had to deal with the tiredness too. So we'll see what happens. I wish we still had to.
I would rather be physically tired than this last 20 years of emotional torment that I've suffered with these Cowboys.
Yeah, it's not stopping. It's not stopping either. But I do want to say this too before we go, because Texas volleyball, they went out and handled their business, and it's an exciting time. They sold out the Moody Center last night as they defeated number 2 ranked volleyball team, defeated number 6 ranked Stanford in front of that record-setting crowd. 10,899 fans were in attendance to watch them defeat the Stanford Cardinal.
Hey man, we got to see Marcus Spears' daughter out there doing her thing, man.
Yep.
Wow, what a talent. Texas just keeps reloading.
Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, you start looking at what Texas does in every sport, every recruiting aspect of it. They're only getting the best.
The other Marcus Spears.
Yeah. We understand. We don't ever tell people his last name. We don't ever say that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not the big swagoo.
No.
He's not the big swagoo. So, but yeah.
I'm the original Marcus Spears.
Oh, okay.
He's older than you.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm older than him.
You are not older than Marcus Spears.
How old is Marcus Spears?
Like 53.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's around my age.
Right.
I thought he was in his early 40s.
Think in one hand and pee another and see which one fill up first. Like Marcus Spears is our age.
I'm like, what you talking about, dog?
He played for the Cowboys when they were good.
He was a first.
You didn't see how long ago that was?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, easy. Yeah, he right there. He's 42. He's 42.
So I'm older.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm 46.
Damn. Oh, wow. Man, I thought you was...
Black don't crack.
I thought Marcus was like corrected. I thought Marcus was like 28, 31.
I'm like, I remember him playing at LSU. I was like, hold up, are we talking the same Marcus Spears or a different guy?
No, we definitely talking the same Marcus Spears, whose daughter is on the University of Texas campus, and his son may be coming to the University of Texas.
I'm in my prayers every night. I like, Lord, I know I've been good guy. Can you just throw me a bone, please? I need this. I need the whole Spears family in Austin.
Well, it may be happening. It may be happening.
Oh, man.
Make sure y'all tune in this afternoon for the Craig Way Show. Also tune in at 11 o'clock for the press conference where Coach Sark will address some of the things. He said he's giving out his grades, his good, bad, and ugly. And then, of course, he's going to talk about UTEP, the next team on the stomping block for the University of Texas. For Mark Henry, for Marcus Spears, the one that's older than the one that we've talking about right here on the Morning Kickoff, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace. Hardge here. Friday nights in Texas mean football, family, and tradition. At Cover Ford Hutto, we've got trucks that are built for it. Right now, take $8,250 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and $10,046,000 off of MSRP on a new